Yes, it does. Grand Rising Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, views, subscribes, the hearts, generous donations, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's go ahead and ring the bell. Let's clear out the energy and then let's see what the message the Spirit has for us. I'm going to move this around so it doesn't seem like I got to look at two different places at once. Let's see. Can I get this? All right, that's better. That's better. All right, so I kind of feel like somebody they made a rash decision. They made a poor choice. They decided I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show something. Now, hindsight, they feel that it was a poor choice. They feel that they moved too fast. That they did something that they should have slowed their roll. But that's something they can't take back. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Red Violet. Let's ring the bell. Yeah, this is something that they cannot take back. Hello, Evangelina. Hi, Lightworker William. How are y'all? Sorry, y'all. Hey, Hannah. Bottom of the deck. The Emperor. Let's see. Move this over a little bit more. Okay. The Emperor. Yeah, somebody realizes that they made a mistake. They moved a little bit too fast. It was like they didn't see everything about this situation. They didn't see it. Hi, Zanab. And one thing they didn't see is I feel like everything that you bring to the table, they almost like they didn't take that into consideration. And then on top of that, just how responsible you are. Like almost like someone didn't see that they rely on you or something. And you did a lot. You did a lot for them to help them to remain afloat, to keep them going. Like they saw it, but they didn't see it. They realized, but they didn't truly appreciate it. Now there is no more support with the death card and that teamwork. There is no more, I got your back. Sandra, thank you for letting me know that this is resonating. Hello, pretty beautiful. Yeah, somebody realizes they lost the support that they needed. It's like, almost like somebody felt like, yeah, I'm gonna prove a point. But the point that they should have proved was that they had your back. Hey, J. Mike. That they had your back. I'm telling you, somebody thought this was a perfect opportunity for them. And they was curious as to if they did that, what was going to happen. Almost like somebody was trying to see if they could control something about your prosperity. If they could tell, like, if they did this and it's going to affect your finances, could they also kind of put you in a little corner, in a little wedge, so that they had a little bit more control over you, a little tighter grasp. But see, Something about you. You saw what was going on. And it's almost like you knew what you had to do. Hey, High Priestess 369. Hello, hello, hello. So glad to see you. See, somebody thought that you was afraid to leave. They thought that you was afraid to go somewhere else. They thought that you didn't think that you had enough confidence to do something else. Like you was going to have to stay there and power through it. Now somebody sees that they tricks. Them trying to have control, that shit didn't work. That shit crumbled. That shit was like the lead balloon. In fact, this has so much lead in it, that shit never even got off the motherfucking ground. Hey, Nina Love. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody thought that they had these visions that they was going to be able to inflict pain on you at any time. Like they was going to have more control over you. Like they was going to have be able to if they did this, if they invested in this, if they went this route, if they tried to put that little noose around your neck and pull a little tug every now and then just to get your little ass in fucking line. That they was going to have some type of control. They was going to be able to hold you under certain control. But you knew what was going on. This could have been something at work. This conflict at work. You knew what the fuck was going on. And let me tell you something. You knew it was time for you to do what you needed to do. You knew that there was something else out there. And you know what? You knew that you didn't do anything to deserve anything. So why does that motherfucker think that they can stop anything? You was just doing you. You was just doing what you got paid to do. It was this confirmation. And it was this motherfucker who thought that they could throw some extra shit in the game. Hey, K Hyphy. K-Rod, thank you so much. Hey, K. One thing they didn't know about you, one thing for certain, two things for sure. When your intuition kick in and tell you it's time for you to turn a corner, go on about your business. Yeah, hasta la vista. I hear you. I got you. I feel you. Do that shit. Because all you did was just find something better, something that was more reliable, something that was more respectful, something that was more down your line. Something that was more to hold you up in esteem. Something that really appreciated you. See, this person thought that they had you trapped. They see now that there was no trapping you. They thought that they had this star trap. They thought that they had you under some sort of control. Like you was not going to be able to move around in the job, in the position. Like they tried to put a double whammy on you, like with the 10 of swords and the 10 of wands. They was going to really put a double whammy on you. And they thought that they was going to do something with this action, like it was going to send a certain message. And it sure the fuck did. It sent a clear message from them to you. And that shit came back around on them quickly. The same conflict. with the same company, the same people, the same group that they were celebrating with, are the same ones that they now got to watch they back against with that caution card. See, the universe going to balance itself out always and in all ways. Shit that you do gonna come back around on you, to you, for you, because of you. Shit gonna come back around. You know, it's like somebody realizing this, because this is karma all day long. The universe balancing itself. Hey, stack 777. Yeah, that same person that, and they collaborated, to put you to rest and stuff like that. That's what's happening to them. God see everything. God said, "Oh, okay, I see who you was working with. You thought that you had some power. You thought that you was trying to get some more clout. Oh, you like a clout motherfucker. Okay. See, you thought that you was going to gain victory over this person who I chose, who was my chosen one. You thought that you was going to be able to control this person. Okay. Okay. Well, like they say, you tried it, but what you didn't see is with that courage and that apathy is that you didn't see that the collective had the courage to move around, had the courage to dodge, had the courage to bob and weave. Now they understand that, you know what? Like they thought that they was going to be able to stop your money. Now you understood what the whole game plan was. You got it. You understood what the whole message was about. That's why something better is coming to you. And see, now somebody, they being forced to kind of like rethink something with their hangman. Look at something a little different. Now they seeing that they maybe they was feeling a little bit too froggy. They just lead too much. They left in the wrong motherfucking direction. Thank you, Marie Queen. They left in the wrong motherfucking direction, baby. Because see, with you was one of those people that, not only was you an empress and you was compassionate, you was kind, you was thoughtful, you will go up above and beyond, out of your way. If they needed somebody just to stay late a couple minutes just to do it, you was the one that they would come to. Because you was the one that they could depend on. You was the only one that wasn't talking bad about them behind their back. The only one. Now they sitting here thinking about that shit. Now they got the nerve and the motherfucking audacity to have the nerve and the audacity to go back down memory motherfucking lane. Why? It's over. You done said it now. You done did it. The glass is broke, motherfucker. What you trying to do? Envision the glass to unbreak itself? You know how many glass shards there are around here? See, that person, they realized they deceived themselves by not being truthful with themselves, thinking they was going to deceive you. You saw right through that motherfucker. Like the glass broke itself. You broke the glass, motherfucker. That's what somebody's realizing. They broke the glass. Hey, Latasha, how are you? Somebody was in, and they was so gung ho to do something. They were so gung-ho to do it. They couldn't wait to do it. It's almost like this person, they was like, they tried to do some push-ups and shit. They was doing sit-ups and shit. They was doing, chin-ups. They was trying to, shadow boxing and stuff like, because they was just envisioning trying to attack you, put you in a position, get you to act or react a certain way, have some type of control over you, but that shit didn't happen. And it blew them the fuck away. And now, because they see that you didn't do nothing. You didn't argue, you didn't fuss, you didn't even try and defend yourself. You took that shit laying the fuck down. That's when they know they fucked all the way up. That's when they know they done went too far. That's when they know they have offended you beyond repair. They feel that, you know what, you looking for something else, that you trying to make other plans to go in another direction. They feel this. They feel this, and they know that you very intelligent, you very wise. They know that you got a lot of experience, a lot of intellect, knowledge, wisdom. They know that you won't have no issues. In fact, they know that you gonna have a choice. You're gonna have a few choices. And now it's almost like this person is sitting with themselves, confused, trying to figure out why the fuck they was feeling all froggy and why the fuck they felt it was okay to leap at you. All the different directions for them that they should have left. They should have left them motherfucking directions. But nope, they crossed that forbidden line with you. They know the karma's coming. Whatever happens, they know it's justified. However shit play out. And see, they know that them crossing that line with you, it was almost like the straw that broke the camel's back. Almost like you wasn't the first person that they was trying to target or go after or prove a point with, but you was going to be the last. Almost like somebody, after somebody does a certain type of crime and they unalive, a certain demographic of people a certain way over and over using the same technique, then they become serial, right? Somebody's seen as serial. Maybe not an unaliver, but maybe a serial abuser of power. Somebody know that you know what you know that you got the logic to continue to move on, and you know that you're going to just continue to do what it is that you need to do, however it is that you need to do, because there's nothing wrong with your integrity. Ain't nothing wrong with your professionalism. Ain't nothing wrong with your maturity. Ain't nothing wrong with your responsibility. You still gonna do what you gotta do. But they know, as far as them coming to you, asking you for a motherfucking thing. Hey, Moon's unstoppable. They know that shit is ixnay to the pound, Fritz. No cheese on my fries, please. What's the message? What you say, J. Mike? Damn Captain Crunch. What's the message? What's the message? Mm-hmm. Somebody they don't think it's funny anymore. They don't think shit is funny anymore. They don't like this shit no more. They like, oh damn, I offended the wrong one. I deceived myself thinking I could do this. Really, Sandra? Yes. Yep. They tried. Yep. That was their pursuit. Somebody thought they was going to have a fun time doing some shit. It ain't fun no more. It ain't fun no more. Thank you, Spirit. Yep. See, they now they made a decision. They made a decision after the fact. Sandra, thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. They made a decision after the fact. After they had a chance to sit back and judge the whole situation as a whole. Now they seeing that, you know what, maybe they went against you. They shouldn't have done that shit. Maybe they should have changed that shit up. They should have held back. You know what I'm saying? Now they see that shit. But see, it was something about somebody was curious as if they could control something. Something about your money. Like they was gonna try and get you to panic and leave or something. No, ain't shit like that happening. Ain't nobody 6 or 7 years old holding down a full-time motherfucking job. We are fucking adults. Yeah, but you know what? You get ready to get a gift, honey. Look at this. The wish fulfillment and a new opportunity. You get ready to get a motherfucking gift, baby. Think it's a game. Think it's a game. Yep. Yeah. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so very much. Sandra, I really appreciate you. Oh, and thank you so very much, 9. Thank you. What's the message? Yep, and see this whole wait, and hey, look, and now new love, this emperor, he looking, there ain't nothing coming towards him like you. Okay, he ain't get. I'm telling you, can't make that shit up. Can't make that shit up. He know he messed up. He ain't getting shit or shine over. That's it. Cause somebody thought that they was gonna have a choice, like it was up to them whether you persevered, whether you climbed the ladder or not. No, motherfucker, it was up to you whether you climbed the ladder or not. Cause you attacking collective was you fucking yourself. How do you feel to know that you just screwed yourself? What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, user, for liking the live. See, somebody about their job, I'm telling you, you already know when it comes to this job, you already got the discernment that it's time for you to cut corners and move around. And you're going to be very diplomatic with the shit. You gonna be so diplomatic with that? Hey, Ari, that's what's gonna happen. Somebody gonna be stuttering. They're gonna ask, "Wait, what happened? Where collective? Why collective?" Somebody gonna be like, "That's all they gonna be able to do. Stutter." Yes, I'm telling you, they gonna feel foolish because they're gonna be like, "Wait a minute. How did you get in a conflict with Collective? Collective was the star of the show. Collective was the compassionate. Collective didn't get in it with nobody." They felt like, oh, well, they want to sit there and say, well, it's because maybe you had, you and somebody else, somebody that was kissing ass and you know, licking ass, you know, trying to do this and trying to save themselves, trying to throw you under the bus or some shit like that. I'm telling you, you knew what time it was. You knew what time it was. It's almost like I don't feel like you, even if you did say something, you didn't throw the first lick. Somebody else threw the first lick, and you just came in there and boom, put it down, knocked the shit down. And they got mad because you either knocked them the fuck out like a Debo, you knocked their tooth out, or spiritually speaking, of course, or embarrassed them some sort of way, something. That's why they checked. You just motherfucker checked their ass, and that's when they was like running to telling that, run and tell that. Hey, straight cheese. User 8808288494. Thank you so very much. Hey, Bree, how are you today? What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? But yeah, you're going to be calm, cool, and collected. They're not going to know what the hit them, baby. You showing up on time every day, doing what you got to do, looking professional. And they're wondering. See, they're wondering because you didn't initially respond. You sat there like, oh, okay, that's what you thought. That's like, oh, okay, that's what they doing. Like this person thought that they was giving you, like putting you in a certain place. And you was going to take the message that I'm stuck, I can't do nothing. But shit, you knew who you are. You knew the universe will bless those that have tried to be a blessing to others and will curse those that curse others. You try to be a blessing to this person to help them reach a pinnacle or a level that they're trying to reach. You try to help them reach and obtain their goals, but yet they want to turn around and shit on you. Watch God work this shit out. They didn't know when they did this shit how strong this shit was going to be. That tower was coming down strongly. Strongly. Hey, Mary, how are you? Hey, Hannah, how are you? What's the message, Spirit? Keisha, thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What is the message? What is the message? We might need to grab another deck. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I'm telling you, that same shit that they did to you, that shit is coming back around on them quickly. Coming back around on that motherfucking ass quickly. You hear me? When I say quickly, I'm talking quickly. Ah! Yes! And the devil said, how you like me now? Devil said that you, but wait, I thought that you knew. I thought that you knew I wasn't really you're going to be your friend. I was just using you to try and get at collective. I was just using you to try and get at collective. Yes, I'm telling you, because somebody wanted you to have your wings clipped. Yeah. It's almost like somebody did not want you to know that you could just leave and go anywhere else, like you have choices. They wanted you to feel like you was trapped. Hey, C-Bones, Chosen, how are you? You have a wonderful day. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Anything else from this deck? Anything else from this deck? No, we're going to get another deck. Bottom of the deck. We'll do this one. Oh, 5 of Cups. I told you. Somebody is not feeling it anymore. See, it was funny until the shit wasn't funny. That motherfucker ain't laughing no more, is it? That motherfucker ain't laughing no more. Let's laugh for the motherfucker. Ha 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 ha. See, it's funny until it wasn't funny. How you like us now? How you like us now? Hey, Donna. How are you? Yeah, I'm telling you, you made a plan to move forward. You made a plan, and guess what? You went from the 2 of Wands to the 3 of Wands. That shit is coming to fruition. I'm telling you, you about to complete this mission, honey. You about to hear some news, some good news. You know? Good news. Did I say hello to you already, Straight Cheese? Ari, thank you so much for liking the live. Yeah, I'm telling you, because everybody sees you as that star. You got these star qualities. You have a really good skill set, experience. You're going to have a choice between 2. You're going to have a choice between 2. Which one do you accept? But you just know, for one thing, you out this motherfucker. That's the one thing you do know. You out that motherfucker. And see, somebody didn't think that you was going to be able to make a decision to go. Please, somebody didn't think that you was going to be able to leave. You was like, shit. Not only did you make a decision to leave, but you getting paid more than where you left. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, see, somebody thought they was being so funny. They thought they was holding something back from you, and you didn't know. Like you was you was, what they call that, simple-minded. No. Hey, Jean, how are you? You're not simple-minded. You really up on the game. That's why you ain't had shit to say. That's why you sat back and you listened to this motherfucker like, oh, okay, this is what we doing. Okay. And they said, you got any questions? You was like, mm-mm. All right, thanks. Have a good day. Click them. Whatever. That's whenever you knew it was all about them trying to do you wrong. It was all about that money. That's what it was. Almost like at one point you almost kind of got an inkling like, okay, well, if this motherfucker, restrict me or lie on me or write me, do they get a little bonus? Do they get an extra bonus? Because didn't the company feel like they was trying to crack down on bad behavior? Some stupid shit like that. See, somebody didn't. They now they sitting here thinking, okay, and it's almost like they scared, they nervous, because it's almost like they are fearing you see what's coming for them. Or you see what's coming for you, and you see what's coming for them. And for what's coming for you is, baby, you get a new position. You go into a new company. You being chosen, being victorious. Okay, going to another company or something. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody never thought you get your wish fulfillment, and this person never thought never thought that you would just be like, you know what, fuck it, I tried to sit here and support your old goofy ass, fuck it, I'm going somewhere else. Like, they never thought that you had the option to leave. Like, they thought that you was going to sit there and fight through the bullshit, fight through the abuse, the toxicity. I'm just going to stay here and I'm just going to fight for this little piece of job. I'm going to fight for this. I'm going to fight for the headache. No, fuck that. How about this? Fight this. Sweet Spot gang sign. 2 of these. Peace. And 1 of these. Motherfucker. Peace, motherfucker. That's what you did. Yay. You quick, fast, and in a hurry. You was out of there quick, fast, and in a hurry. You went ahead and got on your motherfucking thizzle, and they was like, okay, come on. I'm telling you, you ended up with a new position right away. That old position, they sitting here looking at you like, damn, wait for what, motherfucker? What day is today? Wednesday? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, I still got 4 days. I'm close enough to with the curse words. We just in the middle of the week. Okay, so as we get closer to Sunday, I'm gonna try not to cuss so much. But today, it's all good. You know, somebody thinking, wait, like now they want to offer you something when they was trying to take it away from you. Now they want to offer you. How about this? I can't do that on YouTube. I'll be banned, like lifetime banned. Can't do that one. But it's almost like, yeah, you went ahead and just got a new position. You found somewhere else. And I'm telling you, and they like you. They like you. This is something that's good for your health. This is something that's good for you. This is something that's not going to stress you out. This is something that is going to be a joy. You're going to feel like you being appreciated, like they trying to mold you, like they're trying to build you up. I'm telling you, that you knew the truth. You knew what to do, and you got out there. You sent out there. You did what you had to do. You used your intellect, and they trust me, you about to receive an email or something. Your courage speaks for itself. Yeah. Your courage speaks for itself. Hey, Alfred, how are you? What's the message? Yep, I'm telling you, looks like you leaving one company. But you know what? I feel like that's the best thing for you to do is leave that company, because I feel like that's going to be very healing for you. Like removing the stress away. You know? And I see you going to another one. Leaving one, going to another one. Yep. Things are turning in your favor. Yeah, you put something out. Put out those, whether you sent out some type of communication, letting someone know, hey, I'm interested. I educate to liberate. I'm telling you, this is something that you had to, this is the position that you're getting. The money is good, but there was like other people trying to compete for this position. The money is good, but there was other people trying to compete for this position. But it was like almost like there was a panel. Whenever you interview, there was almost like a panel. And they had here's the panel. They had these secret questions, and they wanted to hear what you had to say. It's almost like you pulled a rabbit out the hat every answer. You knew exactly what to say. You said it. I'm telling you, and they loved it. They was looking at you. They loved it, and they want to move forward with this. I'm telling you. Now they want to sit here and try and negotiate how much you want to work with them. And the whole time, that other company, they never thought that you was going to have, that you would do your research and go somewhere else, and you could see the toxicity within them. And never thought it until it happened. I'm telling you, you got you another job, and I'm telling you, making more money. And didn't tell them shit. Didn't tell them a motherfucking thing until it was time for you to leave. And then, like I said, this motherfucker is sitting here stammering, trying to explain what happened. Because they surely going to ask, well, what happened? That's when somebody going to realize they done went too fucking far. They done got themselves. See, they was trying to control something with you. They done got themselves in a position, and now they can't. They out of control. All right, y'all. We getting ready to swing the pendulum. Think of your question. Think of your question. I'm gonna see if I can come back on here this evening, if I'm not too tired. But think of your question. Let's see what the message the spirit has for us. Exactly. Try explaining lies. Exactly. Good luck on that one. All right, y'all. Hey, Messy Motivation. How are you? All right. Think of your question. Spirit, which way is the pendulum going to swing? Which way? It looks like the pendulum is swinging yes. Yep, it looks like the pendulum is swinging yes, and it looks like it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Hey, Missy. All right, yep. Absolutely, High Priestess 369. My absolute pleasure. Hey, William, how are you? All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. That's definitely a yes. Thank you so very much. I love you all. And like I said, I'm going to try. Sandra, thank you so very much. Show up next weekend. Okay, so you know what? I will get your question on the next live, okay? I actually have to jump off and jump onto my 9 to 5 right now. But I love you so very much. And Sandra, I will remember you. And everyone, have a wonderful day. I'm going to try and shut this down simultaneously. Okay, y'all. Let's see. Am I getting it? I don't know. There. Okay. All right. Bye now.